He lands it against fighters like Diaz, who are clever, good boxers. And we look from this angle, you'll see how, even in slow motion, of course, how quickly the left gets there. Well, he gets it in, and Diaz goes down from.
Diaz should really be commended for doing what he did, giving up the belt, going for this kind of a fight. Castillo should also be commended for fighting whoever they put in front of him without uttering a peep or a complaint to take this long and circuitous route to Corrales.
Knockdown number 2 came first from an uppercut and then a left hook, but the uppercut had done the real damage. And I think a big part of Richard Steele stopping this fight had to do with the cut over the right eye, the swelling of the left eye, which left Diaz with virtually no vision, I think, in that eye. And here's what Richard Steele did in this fight that he was criticized for not doing in the Ruddock-Tyson fight many years ago. He looked very, very carefully at this fighter, took his time, and made the decision. And Richard Steele, in this bout, did a superb job of refereeing.
Yeah, there are no complaints, no booing. Let's get the official time from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 23 seconds in round number 10. Our referee in charge, Richard Steele, stops the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the WBC lightweight champion of the world, Jose Luis El Temible Castillo.
So Castillo goes to 52, 6-1, 46 knockouts. Diaz drops to 30-3. And Castillo getting ready to join our Jim Gray for post-fight reaction. And let's get it up to Jim right now. Take it away, Jim.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Once again, our translator will be Ricardo Jimenez. Congratulations to you, Jose Luis. What was the difference in this fight?
¿Cuál fue la diferencia en esta pelea, el factor?
No sé, que venía muy bien preparado y afortunadamente hicimos un plan de pelea y se nos dio el resultado y bueno, estamos contentos, ¿no?
I came really well prepared. I thought I was in great shape, good conditioning. We had the plan, and I think we just executed it.
How did he manage to dominate this entire fight?
¿Cómo lo hiciste para dominar toda la pelea?
Afortunadamente, Julio es un boxeador muy rápido, desgraciadamente no es muy fuerte, no sentí su fortaleza y bueno, por eso estaba recibiendo muchos golpes porque quería contrarrematarlo, ¿no? Y por eso recibí muchos golpes.
Yeah, you know, I knew he was fast, so I knew I was waiting for that. But I didn't feel his punches. I didn't feel his punches, and I felt I could go in there, I could take his punch and go after him.
Was there ever any point where you felt that you had to be concerned?
En un momento que te sentiste en peligro, preocupado allá adentro.
No, sí me conectó dos golpes que, bueno, como se dice, veía estrellitas, ¿no? Veía estrellitas, fueron dos golpes muy buenos. Afortunadamente no supo rematarme y bueno, yo supe aprovechar.
Yeah, he got me a couple of good times. You know, he got me, and like they say, I saw stars out there, but I was able to move on, and he didn't come after me.
How did you manage to maintain your patience? You were supposed to fight Corrales 2 times now. How have you managed to maintain your patience and continue to persevere while waiting for this fight?
¿Cómo le has hecho para mantener tu paciencia, esperar a Corrales, que 2 veces lo has tenido programado y no se ha hecho?
Bueno, Corrales no me importa, yo quiero pelear con los grandes, ¿no? Así como Julio fue campeón, Corrales campeón, yo quiero pelear con los grandes. No me importa si sea Corrales, sea Siu o sea quien sea, yo quiero pelear y con gente grande para reconocerme y ganar dinero.
You know, I don't care about Corrales. I mean, you know, I just want to fight the best fighters out there, like Julio Diaz, former champions, Costa Siu. You know, guys that will make me money.
You don't concerned about Corrales, but that'll be your next fight. Will you be ready in May to fight Corrales?
¿Estás listo en mayo para enfrentarte a Corrales?
Pues afortunadamente no fue muy grande el desgaste, no fue un poco dura la pelea, complicada, no fue mucho el desgaste. Vamos a descansar 15 días y bueno, vamos a meter al gimnasio y pienso que sí voy a estar listo para Corrales si se llega a concretar la pelea.
Yeah, I think so. You know, 15 days, I'm going to take off 15 days, go back to the gym, get ready. I think it's been enough time. That fight was tough, but not enough, you know, not that tough.
Jose Luis, congratulations to you.
Gracias, un saludo para mi apoderado, para Julio y para toda la gente de Mexicali, en Empalme, en Temuaya. Saludos a todos. Saludos.
He just wants to say hi to everyone who's retraining.
Julio, let's bring you in here. First of all, how are you? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Just a little bothered by the headbutts. I lost vision in this eye. I couldn't see no more. So that's the reason he was landing on his punches. I couldn't see from this.
When did you lose your vision?
I think it was like by the 4th. by the
So it went almost at the same time that the accidental headbutt came?
Yeah, from the accidental headbutt, it just kept on bothering me. I couldn't see all the punches coming in. So that's the reason I would just stay there and try to hold them. I couldn't see him.
Up until the 4th round, before the headbutt, it seemingly he was in control of the fight anyway. What was it that he did that bothered you so much?
Well, I mean, I got to hand it to him. He's a very strong lightweight. He's the biggest lightweight there is, you know, and I give him all the credit. He did his job.
Al Bernstein had commented during the fight that he thought you were more effective when you were fighting lefty. Were you, and why did you switch?
Because when I lost vision from this eye, on the, he was landing on the right hands. I couldn't get him away. But you know, I mean, I'm just I'm young and you know, I'm just learning. You know, I wouldn't trade this for anything. You know, there's a big learning experience for me.
You're to be commended now. You're commended for giving up the belt. What will you do now?
Well, I mean, I'll come back. You know, I got a lot of time. You know, I'm young and this is just a loss. You know, I'll be back.
All right, Julio. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Back to you, Stephen Al.
Okay, Jim. Thank you. So much. You got to really chalk up a lot to the experience factor of Jose Luis Castillo in terms of this victory here tonight. He got those left hooks in a lot, but the experience a big impact. Let's see how the scoring went for Diaz Castillo. The official judges' scorecards, hey, they all had it the same at the time of the stoppage in the 10th round, 88-83.
And I had it 88-84, so everybody, it seems, pretty much in line.
Pretty much in agreement. Let's check out the press row scores. Steve Kim had it the same way as the judges. Robert Morales had it close to that, and William Trio had it the biggest disparity, 89-82 by 7 points for Castillo at the time of the stoppage. So there you have the scoring, the official judges, and the press row as well. And a final mention right here that tonight's boxing has been part of Showtime's free preview weekend. For more on what Showtime has to offer, take a look.
Don't miss the big things on Showtime.
It's Showtime! It's a fans fight. What drama! Oh, left hook upstairs. What a fight. Great action. So slugfest. You talk about heart. Heavy right hand. Beautiful combination upstairs.
Order now, and you can get a $25 Apple gift card free. Now's the time to get Showtime. Call 1-888-SHOWTIME and you can get a $25 Apple gift card free. And that's in addition to other great offers your service provider may have. Call now during this free preview to take advantage of a great deal.
The champ is here.
It's over. So the stage is set for May 7th right here in this venue. How would you handicap Corrales Castillo, Al?
Well, for one thing, let me say I can't wait for that fight, and I think it's going to be an exciting matchup to be sure. Diego Corrales, watching this, is reminded that what every fighter is reminded of when you fight Castillo. You've got to somehow keep him on the outside and pinpoint him from the outside. You know, it's an accidental clash of heads. I understand that, but you know what? He pushes the envelope on the inside. He's a great fighter, Jose Luis Castillo. Make no mistake about it, but you can't, and you know what? You can make the comparison to Julio Cesar Chavez, who also would push the envelope from time to time. This is to take nothing away from Castillo. He's a very good fighter. You have to keep him outside so those bad things don't happen to you.
It really does beg the question, though. Does he have enough recovery time? It's a very short time, 2 months, to fight a guy like Corrales.
It is, but the wild card that maybe also has to be played is the fact that it will be a long layoff for Diego Corrales. So on the one hand, you have somebody coming in who's been very active but only has a little while, but Corrales has had a long layoff. So maybe that's kind of an equalizing factor. The fact is it's two big punchers in the lightweight division who can both get to each other.
All right, as Jose Luis Castillo is celebrated as he makes his way backstage into the dressing room. So Jose Luis Castillo victorious tonight. A long and winding road to get to Diego Corrales.
Very gratifying for Jose Luis Castillo. You know, he's a 31-year-old, 14-and-a-half-year veteran in this sport. He has paid his dues and then some, and you have to feel good about the fact that he is getting the kind of recognition that he's now getting in boxing.
And a final word on Jeff Lacey against a very game Ruben Williams.
That was as an exciting a fight as you'd want to see. We said at the beginning, I compared him to Larry Holmes because Holmes was often vulnerable. You could also compare him to Evander Holyfield, who once you hit him, things started happening and he got in a lot of wars. Well, I think that we're going to see more of the same from Jeff Lacy. We've seen him in these wild fights in which his power always pulls it out. And I'll tell you what, he made the most cogent point of any of us during the course of this evening. He said, I have a good chin. Amen, brother.
All right. Well, lived up to its billing. There was a lot of explosion here tonight in Las Vegas. So we wind things down from Vegas. We provide a final glance at tonight's results. In our co-feature, Jeff Left Hook Lacy made his second successful defense of the IBF super middleweight title, remained undefeated, victorious over a very, very game Ruben Mr. Hollywood Williams. And as you just saw in our main event, Jose Luis Castillo retained his WBC lightweight crown, defeating Julio Diaz to set up the big 135-pound showdown with WBO champion Diego Corrales.